Welcome to the Flights of the Round Table podcast, broadcasting from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. And now, here are your hosts, Dan, Drew, Daniel, and Florian.
And welcome in, everybody, to the Flights of the Round Table podcast. I am sick as shit today, but we're still going to do the podcast. So, a little change up. You probably hear it in my voice a tiny bit.
Oh, I can hear it. Yeah. I mean, what happened to you? That's all I want to say.
It's not that noticeable.
Really?
I don't think so.
I went to Milwaukee. I was like 6 miles away from Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment.
That's weird. How'd you find that out?
My buddy was like, God, you want to go stop over there? I'm like, no.
Dude, what the fuck? Who? I mean, that guy right there, your buddy, is a little bit weird.
I think he was
But it is
kind of funny. And
it is a
historic.
It technically is kind of a historical landmark now. And then that show Dahmer, when that came out, that probably like everyone was going to
driving by.
That was the one where he got caught at?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, that is the historical one.
So
Then
when we booked this trip, I had no clue. Like, that's where it all happened and everything.
Yeah, it was in Milwaukee.
It's crazy.
Like, yeah, nuts.
I was very cold. Last week I was feeling the cold and everything, and then to come back and I just feel like ass. Pop 4 Advils. We're gonna keep this thing rolling though, guys.
Yeah.
So
matter what.
context
Keep it
for our audience, you went to the Packers-Rams game last night.
I did.
And how cold was it?
So cold, but
What's a temp?
it was. I think it was 10. Yeah, it was 10 degrees.
That's fucking
so
crazy.
not as cold as it could
10
have been.
degrees.
That's crazy. That's just like without wind. Like
Yeah.
with wind, it was probably like.
And we were lucky. It was like no wind.
Oh,
so that
okay.
was good.
Wow.
Oh, that's like the luckiest thing ever. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're right on the lake, aren't they?
Yeah, right on it.
Yeah, that's
So
nuts.
I had 3 pairs of sweatpants on and ski pants, and then a 2 long sleeve, a hoodie, and like a big puffer jacket, hat, hood, 3 pairs of gloves. I was fine, man. I felt like I was at the beach.
Oh, okay, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, you would be fun. So were you like waddling? You were doing the Jalen waddle when you were leaving and entering the stadium? Because like I feel like your range of motion is almost zero.
Yeah, like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, dude, just like fucking like you're constantly scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, that's
I like
cool. So Dan is not here with us. So there's
He's
3
not.
of us.
Yep.
Me, Daniel, Florian, and Anthony back there recording us. Hope we look good. Maybe,
looking sexy.
maybe not.
Well, I don't have anything to worry about, but these 2 gentlemen here.
So Daniel, for a second straight episode, why were you late?
I had so what really happened is where I was leaving the area where I was at downtown. It took me like 15 minutes to get to the exit where I came into, or the entrance that I came into. I was like, all right, I'm going to leave from there. I got there, and the guy's like, nope, actually, we shut it down. You can only come in from this area. You can't exit. So I had another 20-minute walk all the way around with 2 kids, which it was a 10-minute walk. It was a 20-minute walk.
You're with the boys?
Yeah, I was with the boys. And
Can you imagine the superheroes?
yeah, so that's really what it was. I would have been here way earlier.
Gotcha.
I got messed up.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, we're glad you're here. I'm glad you didn't try to use any of those excuses that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
We gave about 16 of them. Can you imagine? Like, did all 4 of his? We're like, no.
Yeah,
No.
he's just going down the list to see which one sticks. And then if he got through all 16, I think I'd be like, listen, I don't even care anymore. At like
Yeah.
8, At like 8, I'd be like, I got 8 more to go. I don't want to hear him,
I feel like you could probably use that excuse that I gave. You could probably put that in one of them we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably could. I mean, yeah, having 2 kids of having to walk the other way. Very general,
Well,
but
I mean,
it works.
if you think about it, right? Like if you blame it on the kids, right? We can't really do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And like, they're it is what it is. They're not going to give a shit either way. They're kids. Fucking, it's kind of funny. Wasn't it like 2 weeks ago, or whatever? I went over to your house, and the boys were watching TV, right? And I walked into the house, right? And it was completely unprovoked. I didn't even get a hello. What's up, boys? Nothing. Michael turns around and goes, you know what? I like Drew better. And that fucking, dude, that cut me to the core. I was like, damn, dude. Like,
He didn't even say hello.
He didn't say hello, nothing. Like, he was watching Power Rangers. I don't, like, that came, like, into his mind just like that. Like, there was no premeditation, nothing. He just said what was on his mind. He doesn't give a fuck.
I will
And I
say-
respect kids about that, honestly. Like, they don't
He is an interesting kid. He is very, very smart, and
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
he does say stuff like that, and He can get himself in trouble. Yeah, he gets himself in trouble
I
a
bet
lot.
you, like,
actually.
one day he could just turn and look at you and be like, you know what, you smell awful. You know, he just tell you that. You're like, damn, dude, like, cuts to the core. Like,
I
you
hate
reevaluate yourself. You're like,
Yep.
damn, do I really smell awful?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because they're not lying. They
No,
tell it how it is.
They tell how it is.
Remember that show, like kids say the darndest things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They
He's like-
really do.
He's like, yeah.
How simple as that?
Yeah, it's facts.
Kids say the darndest things. All right, well, let's get this rolling, boys. I think we got Christmas coming up on what, Sunday, Saturday?
Christmas Day, Sunday, Eve, Saturday.
Yep. And we've talked a lot about Christmas the last 2 episodes. Another holiday coming up is New Year's.
Yeah.
And if you could do anything, let's say money isn't an issue, okay? You could do anything you want for New Year's. What would be the ultimate like New Year's place?
Oh, I know exactly. Let me go first.
Here you go.
Hit it.
Money, no issue whatsoever. I'm living the life of a billionaire. Dubai. Everything you've always wanted to do in Dubai, you know, like the sand dune, like 4-wheeler racing or whatever that is. Fucking, I don't know, like going to an oasis in the desert, fucking jet skiing on their, like, isn't it like on the ocean or something? Like all the crazy stuff, the clubbing, fucking the women, like everything that you want in life in Dubai if you're a billionaire, because all the billionaires are going to Dubai now. Like the World Cup highlighted it, right? Like the Middle East is the place. If you're rich,
Loaded.
you go to the Middle East. That's what I would do. And then that New Year's would be crazy. That's a once-in-a-lifetime New Year's.
Where would you want to be like when the ball's dropping and everything?
On the top of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the whole fucking world. I want to
Nice.
be right up there, top floor, as high as you can possibly get.
Like elevation-wise or stoned-wise?
Dude, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Here's a tip.
Up, down, left, and right.
You said
all
high
of
as
it.
possible you can get.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a tip for all of our viewers: invest in Dubai real estate.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. If you want to get rich, start doing that.
Dude,
Okay.
everyone's going over
Side
there,
tip.
dude. It's like the new trending place. Like you see it on social media everywhere. Everyone wants to go to Dubai. Anyone that can does.
Every country actually now thinks that way, and it's one of the most trending countries and places flown that's new ever, actually.
So
Think about that. Like, if you're going to invest in somewhere that's new and big and where people have money, like Dubai, bro.
So have you seen that straight city that they're making? It's a mile-long,
Yeah.
Yes.
thin-ass city.
That's in Saudi Arabia. I
That's
think.
really cool.
I think it's in
Yeah.
Saudi
That
Arabia
one's
somewhere.
in Saudi Arabia. It's a straight line city. It's a fucking wall.
Yeah.
That is like 200 miles long, but width is not long at all. I mean, I'm like
No,
maybe
I
less
think
than
it's
a
like a
mile.
mile, yeah.
Maybe a mile, maybe less. wide.
Here's the problem about that one thing. They're trying to do it in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
I've already started.
already
and
started.
if something wrong happens, what's going to happen to all those people? They're going to die.
I mean, you could have something wrong everywhere, you know?
Well, so here's the thing.
You're right, but we can get water somehow.
No, well, so that's
water.
the thing.
We can,
that's
like-
already a
Water's
problem.
a big one.
I
Water
saw
is a
this-
huge thing.
I saw this
What'd
on
you
the
see?
video already. That's been. I mean, it doesn't matter if the cities are fucking slender and tall and long, or if they're a regular city. They all have a water issue. So I think they don't have a single freshwater lake in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. Like a single one I saw. I could be wrong, but like it's not enough even remotely for water.
So what this could be is just like a natural flow of water.
No, well, if it rains, but it's not going to rain there. It's a desert, right?
Right.
But they already have that problem. They have they have a lot. They have a bunch of desalination plants where they take salt water and take the salt out, so it's drinkable water. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the only thing they can do, because literally it doesn't rain there. So, and they have no lakes. Where are you going to get the water?
Yeah. It's a flaw.
Yeah.
So yeah, and here's the thing too. You have a group of a ton of people, right? And yes, they can maybe fix like a water thing for like that specific, right? Like, but if it breaks down or like
but it's
something happens and then that source of water gets cut off,
I believe
the
they're-
backup would be very like it would be very minimum. It wouldn't be a sustainable thing, and then you're out in the middle of a desert,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you're
they're-
you're roasting.
But are
they
you
have a
saying-
lot of money. I mean, they'd
They
be able
do.
to fly shit in.
They
I
should
feel
be
like.
able
Yeah.
to, right?
I think they said they have about I saw this in the video too. They have about a week supply for everyone of water before it's all out.
Wow.
So either way, it's a problem. They already have this problem now. There's literally the problem is already there, so it has nothing to do with the city. The good thing about the city is that it's gonna, like, I think it's glass pane, so it's gonna be all solar powered and wind powered because you're in the desert. There's no trees blocking any wind. It's just wind on wind on wind. They have fucking energy forever.
Wow.
The water is literally their only problem.
Wow. So we kind of got off on a tangent there.
We did. I want to say one more thing, but I'm not.
Where was you going to be your pick of like your dream New Year's party, like place to go for New Year's?
Man. I'm gonna go with the classic New York City, where the ball drops. You know,
It would be a vibe.
Yeah.
like that's just. It's like one of those things. I feel like for every New Year's, that's at least one. You want to do that one time for one of your New Year's.
I agree.
Right?
Haven't you done that before? Did you?
I feel like yes, I have. Yeah.
I feel like that's something you would remember.
Yeah, because I thought you said maybe you and your family went to New York, or did you and Sarah go to see Dan? And
No,
Karen?
yeah, but it wasn't during New Year's. I've seen it on TV many times. I think that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. But I've been to New York many times too.
That's
Yeah.
a good pick. That's a solid
about
pick.
you?
Classic easy. For me, I was watching like the World Cup highlights and like they were showing people from around the world, and when they were showing like Netherlands, Amsterdam, well man, they can get down, dude. I think that'd be a really cool place to have just a good time on New Year's. Amsterdam.
I like that.
So, I mean, elevated on all levels, you know?
Yeah, every single level.
Okay, can I? No. Let's talk about a little bit of sports here, and I know this is relevant as fuck. So,
Okay, put it in.
all right, Argentina. Right, I don't know if you have this down or not, but they had like 4 million
Yeah,
people
I was about
in
to
their
say.
streets today.
Yeah, 4 million people.
To the point, it got so crazy for Messi when he was in the middle of that. They helicoptered him out of there.
They flew.
What?
They
They
evacuated the team from helicopter.
From a helicopter. They just brought down some.
Now, was it like
Yeah.
a relaxed rescue or was it kind of panicky?
I don't
like,
know.
Now I didn't see the whole thing. Now I've just heard this. It happened not too long ago, and I was busy. So right when it was happening, I got the like little,
Yeah.
little information about it. Like he's been helicoptered out of there because of 4 million people on the streets. Too crowded. They can't even get to him.
God
So
damn,
the
dude.
team
Yeah.
bus that's carrying them, right? It went under
Some
highway
streets
bridge, right? And people are jumping off of the highway bridge onto the bus.
That is crazy. Zombies.
One guy fucking jumped off, landed, and like hit the corner and fell off. Like he fucking.
We
hit
gotta
it
watch some of
hard.
these.
That had to
Wow.
hurt.
But 4 million people, for context, apparently the population of Argentina is 15 million. Think about that.
and that's including, like,
wow.
A third. Is that the right math? The third of the population.
Almost a third. Yep.
less.
Almost a third was in attendance for that parade.
They should be,
fuck?
honestly, though.
Like,
Honestly,
the whole country is off of work for a whole
was gonna
week.
say, they-
I think.
they just
shut
shut
down the
down.
economy for a whole week.
forever for that week. It should be
Except
that
for
way.
restaurants. Like restaurants are the only thing that's
Only thing
allowed
open.
to be open.
And that shows you the power of the World Cup. No other sporting event could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Not a single one. You're right.
And that was the best game of soccer ever.
And I was
Yeah.
I should have been betting huge on it because I bet on it. I bet on it small because I'm always nervous when I come to betting, but
Yeah.
it would have been nice to like bet huge on it and just seen Messi win it and just like me like there just like crying with him, like a little bit more because of how big of a bet I won,
Yeah,
it would have
yeah.
been nice, So, and I was actually riding the this one guy. It's probably one of the best bets I've ever seen in my entire life. He had like a 7-leg bet with he chose 7 different sporting championships.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes, and he chose he won everything, and it came down to the last leg with France and Argentina. He chose France to win every single thing, and he said if Argentina goes there, I'm gonna think about like taking the
Cashing out, yeah.
cashing out offer, and he did. He cashed out $283,000.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Smart cash out. He
And-
would have lost
yeah.
it all.
He would have
if
lost
you
it
let
all.
it ride. So.
Yeah.
Now it's like on the other hand, devil's advocate, like you have a chance to win $500,000, and it's like you want all of that, But again, the odds are really low to win all of them, right? It's crazy enough that he got to the last one
I know.
being right.
He knew though. He called them all. He knew exactly. He was not even flustered at all. Every single time they try to cash him out before that, he said no. I was 100% on it.
That's crazy. He picked the Colorado Avalanche to win the Stanley Cup final. What the fuck?
Dude, is he a time traveler?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He might-
this guy
he might
is
be.
like a time traveler. Like
I need to
crazy.
find his travel agent because that is some information I want to know.
Insane. Bet of a lifetime.
Bet of a lifetime.
Crazy. You guys want to do a draft?
I love these. Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. We got a good one, a classic one. You use it every day. You use it multiple times a day. Ways to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Ways to say goodbye.
Ways to say goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do our rock paper scissors.
So I was
right
thinking
quick?
since it's just three, let's just just go around the table,
Yeah.
right? We don't
Okay.
need a snake.
Okay.
There's so many out there. It's like, no.
All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Just straight middle finger.
That's
I don't
not
need
a way to say goodbye.
Yeah, I've said goodbye that way before.
Who, though? To someone you like you're close with? Because
Yeah,
I'll be damned
very-
if you said that to me. You did
Literally.
not do that.
Oh, I've said it to you before. I can
Can
say
you imagine?
No.
Bye, Grandma. He's just-
I can say goodbye to random strangers and very, very close people that way.
okay.
And I've definitely done it with you, Florian.
That's like complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Literally someone you've never met before and someone you've seen on a regular basis for years.
Yep. But I'm not really saying goodbye to them. I guess if it's a random stranger, I guess I'm just flipping them off. It's not really a
Well, that might be the worst first pick of any of our drafts.
Okay, but
I like it.
Yeah.
Florian, next.
Just a classic piece, like
Peace.
peace.
Oh, yeah.
I throw that around, and I'm pretty sure it's out of style. I don't think anyone says that anymore, but I don't give a fuck. That's what I say.
It's
First and
kinda chill.
foremost, it's literally I'd say that 90% of the time I say peace.
Yeah.
Anthony, I'm pretty sure when you leave, I said peace because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I say peace.
Yeah. I mean, it's chill. It's one word,
Yeah.
and it comes off real easy. You know?
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue.
It's peaceful.
Yeah,
I had to say it.
you don't have
Yeah.
to.
For me, I'm gonna go with a wild guy. Okay, he's kind of he's kind of crazy. He's very cultural. Adios. Okay?
pick.
Adios.
Dang it.
You say that? You
Adios.
drop an adios?
That would be like adios.
You do that?
Sometimes.
No, I haven't picked up on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really
good.
about like what we do. It's about how you rank the ways.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's fair. But I would imagine it's like for some context, right? You would use it too.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So that's
Daniel.
Daniel. Okay,
Daniel,
we're not
Another
snaking.
pick.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. That was literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So that kind of screwed me. But I'm gonna say
Let's go with some classics if you can't think of a.
no. I'm gonna say one like peace and love. It's a little bit different than Florian's,
nah.
but two. No.
No, it's pretty much the same thing.
Same
You're
thing.
just adding
Okay.
two other
Yeah.
words.
Okay. Well, I do say that like that sometime.
Do you say that?
Yeah,
Never
I
heard you say that.
I do it sometimes.
I've never heard.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, but I never heard.
Well, I've never heard you say adios either, so you
Come
can't get away with that. You
on.
can't get away with
I've
that.
100%.
Can I just say to
said
the
it.
classic goodbye?
Yeah.
Sure, it's a
I'm just
little,
gonna-
it's a little
Goodbye.
vanilla. It's a little boring, but
Dude,
by all
that's the
means,
Tom Brady of the draft right
Yeah,
there.
it's the classic
Wow,
goodbye.
that's-
Been around.
I guess that's
Yeah.
like the Roger.
Or I can say like a goodbye. I love you. You can put add the.
yeah, it's like the Roger Staubach of farewells.
That was a good one.
No, but that's not mine.
Okay, what is yours?
I just had it. What the fuck? A classic "see you later." Just the "see you later."
Oh, that's good.
See you
Three
later.
words that fucking everyone knows. Everyone says it. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. In text, you write C space YA space later. Fucking see you later.
See ya later. That brings me back to like the AIM days,
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. When there's character restrictions, like a Twitter post, see you later. Boom.
Okay, I could deal with that. For me, my next pick, very simple guy, gets the job done, clean, easy, and short. B.I. Bye.
Ah, gosh.
BI by. Yeah.
He might be reading my mind. I don't know what it is. I mean,
Yeah. You got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Let's hear a crazy one.
I really don't know. I'm just gonna say no, because that's no. I can't. I really don't know. I'm like trying to think, but this is a hard one. This is a hard one for me, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Think
Well,
it's probably
the
like
one of
other
those-
cultures or something.
Realistically, you probably have like the same 2 or 3 in your back pocket.
I would say ciao.
Damn.
Ciao.
You say ciao?
Ciao. Yeah.
You're a fancy motherfucker.
See,
Yeah.
I say
Wow,
ciao,
yeah.
but I
Ciao.
say that like to my parents, because
Yeah.
we're European. That's what we say. You say ciao.
Yeah. Really, Europeans, Germans say ciao?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of different, I guess.
There's two. There's Auf Wiedersehen, right, which everyone associates with German. It's like the most German word ever. But then we say ciao too, because
But that's not German though, ciao.
no, ciao. I'm pretty sure it's Italian. But,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But everyone in Europe says. I'm pretty sure fucking Russians say ciao.
Wait, so
ciao.
Did Germans do a kiss on the cheek too, or is that some shit? Or?
I think yes. I think some Germans do that. Yeah.
I
don't-
Wait, some do? You don't know?
Yeah, so I would say probably in the south they do because they border Italy or they border Switzerland and all those southern European countries.
Okay.
That's like a southern European thing, they're intimate with that shit. They do the kisses. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, fucking anything in between. You
Okay,
fucking get a fucking 1-2 buckle to shoe. They'll give you one. But in North Germany, they're the stoic. They're the classic Germans, the ones that everyone associates with being pissed off at the world and angry. They don't want to touch you.
They don't say ciao.
Yeah, they say hello, goodbye, and get the fuck out. You know?
Okay.
So,
Damn. Okay. Well, what's your pick for it?
oh, see, ciao was a good one. I did like that. That was in my back pocket.
Okay.
I said see you later. Fucking, that's good. That's good. That's good.
If you got to cheat when you're not up, go ahead.
Huh? If you get a cheat when you're not up.
Yeah. If you can't think of one, if you need to cheat, go ahead.
Oh no! Let me. How about this? You go, and then let
Okay, I
me think.
go?
Yeah.
Now, this kind of is one that you already said, but I think it's a very separate one just because of the context and the way you say it, right? Just a straight cool later.
Oh, later.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah. I know you said see you later, but that's like a whole encompassing sentence. This is just later.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking, dude, I don't know, man. This is a 3-rounder, right? This gets hard because I really use the same two. I use the same.
Yeah, I
fucking
have
two.
one that
Guys,
I don't
there's
even
so
like.
many.
I'll
man.
go.
There's so-
I'll go.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't like this one, but it's one. So hasta la vista, baby. Sometimes I put in the baby, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. What's it? Well, like what constitutes this is a baby situation?
If I'm on a bike, usually, I'm putting in the baby.
Okay, fine. If we're gonna go on this international thing here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say sayonara. Okay.
Sayonara.
Okay.
Sayonara.
Fancy
You know.
as hell.
That is fancy. That's like ciao. Like
I think that's Japanese. I'm pretty sure. Is it Japanese?
sayonara is not Japanese. There's
think
no
it
way.
is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I don't
If
think
it is, if it is,
Okay.
I'm giving you money.
Okay, how much?
$5
Okay.
right now.
All right.
You look it up.
Hey, Anthony, can you do that at
Hey,
Google?
Can you and
Google sayonara and where it comes from.
and what language?
Okay.
And then if you're wrong, you give me $5.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Okay. I guess for my last pick, I'm gonna go.
How about we do the beers? Whoever loses gets
Okay.
the beers again. Because we're even now because you got them last week. Now I got them this week.
Okay, I don't think we're even, but I'm gonna agree to this.
Okay.
I think we are.
How much?
It's
It
a
is
what?
a Japanese word.
Oh, God.
All right, thank you. Now we're
Sayonara?
definitely not even.
I did not think that. It sounds
Yeah.
kind of like Spanish.
No.
Spain.
Yeah, I know. No, it's Japanese.
All right. How much did everyone do? Did you?
I did 3.
You done 3? Done 3.
3. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with deuces.
Ah, shit.
Man.
Deuces.
You're right.
Hip.
Deuces. I didn't even think about that.
That's a good one.
Very-
It's like the piece, but you're just saying deuces.
Right. It's a different way to say peace. It's like jelly and jam.
I agree. It's a
Peace
good
and
one.
Deuces.
Yeah, I gotta branch out to my goodbyes more.
I know you need to go to you need to go to some more countries. It looks like.
Well, hey, I got the Japanese one here.
You're right. You're right.
So
I
you got the last one. Me and Daniel have done 4.
Yeah.
So
Oh
you got
shit.
3.
Yeah.
I can't do another international one. It's gonna be overplayed.
You
No. Plus, I don't know.
What about like? Bye now.
No, see, that wasn't even an option. That sounds so ridiculous. Bye now.
Regards. Farewell.
Um,
So many.
ciao.
I wish Dan was here. He would have had some like silly ass shit.
He
Like
would have
his
had some funny
grandpa's uncle says or something.
Yeah. Definitely like a grandpa
Dude,
thing.
I don't know. It's gonna take me. I have to think of this.
Just do farewell. Just let
A
that.
farewell. Fucking no. Farewell.
Just say something. He's gonna make a clip. We gotta give it.
Like if I'm writing an email sincerely, I don't know.
Sincerely.
But that's
Okay.
not genuine. But fine. Fuck.
We're gonna say
Sincerely.
sincere. You know what?
Hey, I'm sorry to
Sincerely.
the audience. Chow was my last one. I was real. Like I was dead set on 4. Hell, I thought we were doing rounds of 3. I thought I had one in my back pocket, and that one got taken. So
Oh, we always doing the 4. Can you imagine?
damn
Like,
it.
everyone's like, all right, see you later, man. See ya. Flo just goes, sincerely.
yeah, if I do that, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You commit me to an insane asylum. Who the
Yeah.
fuck says that? Fucking Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. But yeah, that was fun. That was a good one.
It was good. It was good.
I don't know what we should do next week.
it was
but
challenging. I could tell you that one was challenging.
It was. A little prep would have been nicer.
A little bit better. Yeah, we just did that out.
kind of winged it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Like we prepped for the excuses one. I'm like, that was really good. You know?
Yeah.
Because we had them in our back pocket.
Yeah.
We had them ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the excuses that we were rounding off in that draft, I was prepared to
We've
use.
used it.
So just think about that.
I like it. I like it. Oh man, I don't know if you got any more crazy news, Daniel, but I do have one crazy news. Some guy in Arizona, he was trying to use like the what do you call it? The lanes that you have to be carpooling with, right?
Oh, the HOV lanes? Yeah.
Yep. And if a cop sees you like you don't have a passenger or anyone else in the car, they'll pull you over. Of
course.
Right.
So this guy got pulled over and he had a Grinch, like an inflatable Grinch, in his passenger seat. And he was the cop pulled him over, and supposedly he like looked like a human. It was just green. He was like, "Of all colors, why did you pick the Grinch to like go in here?" You know?
I would have been like, "This is my friend." I would have pulled it off like, "I don't care what you say. This is my best friend. His name is Edgar," or you know.
Allan Poe.
No, I just said that because I heard that earlier. I said his name's Edgar, and it's 2 or more. So that's him. It's me, and it's him. It's 2. I would have pulled it off. I would have sold it. I would have sold
Well,
that cop
how
and
are you
like
going to
this.
sell that, though,
Yeah,
if you
he's-
asked him to say something?
Yeah,
Well,
it's like, talk.
he's deaf. He's
Oh,
also
he's
he-
deaf.
and he also he can't talk. He can't talk.
He's
He's deaf and blind, and he's
deaf, blind, mute, and
Mute.
a medical anomaly.
But what if he
should be
asks-
in the hospital?
yeah, he should, but he's not. And that's why I'm taking care of him.
And you have the cops that's like, I'm on to you. Get out of here.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, the thing is, Daniel would do that. He would at
would.
least try. That's for sure.
And like,
Yeah, I would not try. Like, what the heck? And then if you go to the judge, it's like you just play that game again.
it's my support animal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're gonna win at some point.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you bring a dog too with it. It's like that's his best friend.
You start pulling out like Polaroid pictures from back in the day. Like, see us here on his 13th birthday.
If you
Exactly.
do, like, you do like a deep fake of like baby pictures or something like that,
Yeah.
where you make him blind, deaf, grinchy.
Yeah.
Listen, you have a little small like like a baby picture of the of the Grinch.
Yeah, that would
How
be
the-
really good.
How the heck did he grow?
At that point, the judge would be like, "You're trying way too hard. Case dismissed."
I feel like I would win that thing
Yeah.
easy, right?
Realistically, I think in
Way
that
to try it
scenario,
out.
he would be like, "Listen, I appreciate the effort you did, all this. I'm not going to lie. I want to see you free." That's what I think it would be. You know?
Honestly, I might have to try and do this. I might just get a whole family of blow up dolls and blow up Grinches and
Blow
all.
up dolls?
Blow up. I mean,
No,
I don't know what they are. They're blow up something. Okay.
Something, Daniel.
Yeah,
something. But
honestly-
if you were going to test this, you'd have to go to Atlanta. I think that's the closest one. Charlotte doesn't have a.
Oh yes, we.
No, we have
do?
them.
We have
Oh,
like
God,
yeah,
77
dude.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, north of Uptown.
Yeah, north
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Uptown.
yeah. I barely go up there. But yeah, I agree.
They're less educated up there, so it's okay.
That's where Anthony's from.
That's fucked up. What do you mean?
I was adding a joke because you said something, you know?
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But they do have that, and I've actually taken that lane before, fucking just me in there, and I was fucking booking it too. I mean, because it like I think it's like 4 lanes of traffic, and it was standstill for I'm talking like 6-7 miles. It was ridiculous, and no one was in the HOV lane. I'm like, I'm taking my shot. I did it. I fucking flew. I was passing everyone. Like,
Wow.
listen, if we all did this, it'd be less on you guys.
I would say of all people, that surprises me.
That is
Florian
the
doing
mo-
that.
I am
I know,
Yellow
because-
very
King.
Okay.
very surprised that you said that.
Yeah, but it's always circumstantial, right? Like typically, I am a very careful driver. I tend not to push my luck, right? But we're talking 8 miles of standstill traffic. At that point, it's almost worth it because I had no other shot.
True.
I had
True.
to take the highway. There was no back roads that could get me
Yeah,
back
but-
down to South Charlotte. Had to do it. So 8 miles. I mean, it is what it is. I risked it for the biscuit, and I got my
Yeah.
biscuit.
Yeah, I would at that point though that there's going to be at least one police on there that's watching. Like
Not a single one. Maybe they
You are
did, but I
so
fucking
lucky.
I drove through that fucker. Like, I went so fast, and I was going crazy.
Well,
fast,
to your
dude.
point, and like Bottom Tooth would say on Family Guy, "Time is money."
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
Yep,
about?
yep.
That guy with
yeah,
the
yeah.
long
Oh,
ass-
yeah.
Bottom mouth here.
Yeah, it's
I love it.
isn't it like Sir Nigel Bottomtooth or something?
Something like that.
snaggle tooth.
I'll take the
Snaggletooth.
prime rib with extra Alger.
Yeah,
An extra snaggle.
yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. Well, what are we drinking today, Flo?
I was
Rizzy?
about to ask Daniel if he liked it.
I had the first one, loved it, and I'm going to tell you right now. But you can start going over it.
I want to see your reaction to this one.
No soy sauce.
Blah. Huh?
I like it.
Sour as fuck.
Very sour. Definitely like
Jesus.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's an 8.5.
That's an 8.5 on the Richter scale of sourness, and you guys know what that is if you've been following us. That's sour.
It's so
That
sour.
is sour as fuck.
Pour me just a drop in this one.
Yeah.
So I wasn't drinking today because under the weather, had to pop 4 Advils, but I am going to take a little sip of this.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of popping 4 Advils before I get into this situation, I was telling Drew about the story, Daniel, at the old house, right? I think it was like after it was on a weekend. I think it was a Sunday, and Saturday we all went out drinking, whatever. I was super fucked up, super hungover, right? And I remember I woke up and I was like, "Dan, did you have Advil?" And it was like, "You told me it was downstairs or something like that." So I went and got the Advil, and then I took the Advil. And then I think I laid down on the couch or something like that, and I started feeling good really fast. Immediately. And then, like, later you come downstairs or whatever, like, how you feel? And I was like, "Dude, I feel great." And you're like, "Yeah?" I was like, "Yeah, I feel amazing." And he's like, "Wow, good." I'm like, "Yeah, I took 3 of those Advil." And you're like, "You did what?" I was like, "Yeah, I took 3 Advil." And he was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I did not know, and I should have because they were thick as fuck, and they were white. They weren't even the fucking red ones
You
or
took the
whatever.
extra strength,
I
didn't
took
you?
the X. They were 800 milligrams. I took 2,400 milligrams of that. My hangover. I'm not even kidding you. Where it was a crippling migraine, nausea, fucking cold sweats, and everything. In 30 minutes, I felt like I was in the best shape of my life. I felt
That is
insane.
nuts. To put that into context,
Yeah.
tell my regular Advil is 200 milligrams.
Yeah.
And like you took 2,400 milligrams. You took 8 times the amount of recommended Advil.
Yeah. I would say
that would be
no,
1,600.
Yeah, I would
most
say
people would
I
take
would say-
200, so
Oh, okay,
400.
200.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I would
Fair
say
enough.
400 to 600 is recommended.
Okay, so and for everyone watching, do not do that shit. That can cause serious kidney, liver damage. Do not do that. I'm glad I'm still here, but don't do that.
We sound like one of those commercials where like they're talking
Hey.
about a new medicine and they're having like showing like family in the background, like side effects could have.
Oh yeah, I love how they
Diarrhea, vitamin, I don't
they
know.
list off these like crippling side effects, like that could be life altering, right? And
Yeah.
it's just a family in the background tossing their fucking 5-year-old up in the sky and fucking swinging them at the park, like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Side effects could include nuclear war, zombie apocalypse,
Yeah.
and amputation. It's like whoa.
But they say it so fast and so softly, you know, like you don't even really hear it.
yeah.
You really got to be paying
They
attention.
sneak it in.
Okay, but back to the beers, okay? So we have 2 beers today. First one is an IPA from Charlotte's very own Hopfly Brewing. It's called Ultraviolet. It's like a really hazy IPA. It's actually very good. I like that. Not too hoppy. I thought it was a very good IPA.
Honestly, one of the best IPAs I've had in a long time.
Yeah, I would agree.
So-
I totally would agree.
Good picks.
Super surprised.
And then the sour one, the pink one that Daniel's sipping on now, the one that fucking...
Oh, pecker! Listen, that will pecker the back of your ears until they're literally like
Yeah.
they're inflamed.
Yeah, you'll feel it in the back of your ears.
Whoa, don't
Isn't that
try.
kind of that's how you know it's like right here. It's not like right below the ear.
Yeah, right below, but like below the earlobe, like
Isn't
right
that
there.
your-
you know?
Isn't that like your lymph nodes or something
Yep,
like that?
like
So
some lymph nodes.
Sending your lymph nodes into a frenzy.
Lymph nodes reminds me of lentils.
Lentils?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is called Illegal Smile by Resident Culture. Also a Charlotte brewer. Yeah.
Also a Charlotte Brewery. That name-
Their kettle sour ale. It's very sour.
That name cracks me up though. Illegal Smile.
Sir, you're under arrest.
Yeah, look at the camera.
Smiling too large.
Yeah, look at that. It's like a little orange.
Yeah. Really cool.
That is an illegal smile.
Looks like James and the Giant Peach, but an orange.
Yeah, I know. It's very good beers. I like them. Very sour and fruity. Good stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that's what we're drinking on, and we are the Flights of the Round Table because we drink flights of beer and sit at the round table, and sometimes, most of the time, eventually we talk about foosball.
Yeah,
Football.
Love
That's
it.
what he meant.
It was a good weekend for football. Except for my Finns, but I digress.
Yeah.
I would say it was one of the best weekends I've ever had in gambling wise, you know? I just had it was more UFC for me, but amazing.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're on the UFC train too.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you guys want to DM us, get my bets for my UFC bets, it's on. You should get them. I'm on fire.
I will say, if you follow Doofus, you might be disappointed, but Daniel does do really good at UFC bets. I don't know why, but
Insane.
Well, and for the most part, he does good on Daniel's Doofus. It's just this year has been a fucking roller coaster.
Actually,
Up and down.
we've been doing pretty good lately, so I'm not going to curse me,
kind of
but
have. I think, we've won 4 of the last 6. Does that sound about right?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
But then it was
5,
it was like
maybe.
a 3 or 4 game skid
Skid
at
at the
the
beginning.
kick off the year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we don't like
weird.
that skid.
We don't, but
Never
we're,
like a skid.
but we're almost back to 50-50, so
Almost.
and or we are. It's either almost or we are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
We don't even know. Who knows?
we do, and I will next podcast I will give the absolute current play by play of what's going on this
Nice.
NFL season.
You owe it to the people.
I do.
Yes. Any takeaways from the weekend? Anything stand out? There was a lot of good games. Kind of crazy ending. Some of them.
Yeah, the team I'm most interested in right now is the Jaguars and how this whole thing plays out because they are in arguably the weakest division of football. Maybe the weakest division of football.
Probably. Yeah. Colts.
And T. Law, Skinny Play a Big Boss, is playing out of his fucking mind.
He
Dude.
is.
All of the haters on all of these shows that were saying, he's not a bust, but he's not living up to the potential that everyone thought he was, right? He was supposed to be the second coming of Andrew Luck and all this, right? They've all changed their tune in the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it is. He's playing unbelievable. He's
Let
got
me pause on you. The reason why that happened, because I was the biggest hater of him too. And the only reason why this happened,
Doug Peterson. Yeah.
and you know that, it's
Well-
he is one of the best quarterback coaches that you
is.
can get.
Well, and that's fair,
So
but I think the talent that he has was always there.
Yeah. It's like the catalyst. Brady
Yeah.
would still be good if he didn't have Bill Belichick, but
But would he be that great?
They made him elite, right? So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
He was Doug Peterson was the catalyst to get that process going a lot quicker, and it's
Exactly.
looking
Sean Payton
great.
to Drew Brees.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure.
Yeah. So that's my big takeaway is seeing them, and they're still in the hunt now. They're 6-8, I think. They're 2 games under 500, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6-8 because there's 3 games left in the
3
season.
games left. They win 2, they're probably in.
Yeah, and the Titans are on. They've lost 2 of 3, or are they on a losing streak? I mean, it's something it's to the point where they can make it. They could win the division. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's my big takeaway. I mean, obviously the Dolphins lost to the Bills.
Yep.
They did play good, given
Played
that it was
good.
cold conditions. I mean, if your game 10 degrees was cold, Buffalo's, it started snowing like crazy in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, it just picked up snow and it was coming down like cats and dogs.
Yeah, that was a great game. And then did you guys also see the Vikings complete the largest comeback of all time?
Was it of all time?
All time, yeah.
Yep.
Regular
Wow.
season. They were down 33-0 and came back to win 39-36.
I almost bet on it for the comeback. It was I actually missed the bet by 1 minute. I was placing it, $300 bet, and
For them
I
to come
missed
back.
it. Yeah.
You would have made stupid $20K from that $300. Some guy was if you would have put $1 in, you would have won $2,000 at that point. That's how bad of odds it was.
Well, I know. That's why I can't wait until we become legal betting in South Carolina and North
Yeah.
Carolina. But because that literally was going to be the bet that I was going to
No
do.
doubt. The
But-
Vikings continue. Sorry, Florian, I'll let you get yours
Yeah.
out. But I was just thinking, the Vikings continue to win close games, and that's really impressive. I think you look at it 2 ways: you're blowing them out, or you're finding ways to win games close. I think that's more of an important skill set. We saw it with the Rams last year; they found ways to win games close, and it really stuck with them in the playoffs. Right? They had to win every game
Yeah.
from the fourth quarter.
Right.
But something about the Vikings still doesn't scream love
Yeah.
them. You know?
Dude, I mean, it's just, again, you would not be shocked if they lost in the wild card to a team.
No.
You would not be shocked. You would literally not even bat an eye. You'd be like, this team is 11-3, 10-4, something like that right now. And you would not bat an eye if they lost to
Cowboys.
well, the Cowboys are a good team. What's a bad team in the wild card?
Commanders.
Isn't that funny? We're
Yeah,
saying that?
Commanders, exactly. Like, you wouldn't even bat an eye. You'd be like, yeah, that's just them being them. I mean, the first quarter, they looked like they haven't practiced in like a couple of weeks. Like, Kirk Cousins was stumbling over his linemen. They were getting sacked. It was 3 and outs. It was just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were playing terrible. I don't even know how you get – like, people were giving the Chiefs shit for losing to the Colts, right? And they were down 33-0 to the Colts. That is just a crazy like, how?
Jeff Saturday, and it's funny, they played the game on Saturday, and when they were up 33-0, you heard all these like tweets and everything like, Saturdays for the boys, like Saturdays, Jeff Saturday doesn't lose on Saturdays. And man, did he lose on Saturday.
Yeah. That is a shame.
So whoever said that cursed him. Right?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be the coach there next year, just being honest.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was the plan. I think they needed like a little juice to.
Yeah, it was an interim announcement.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he's our head coach. He's
Right,
the interim
exactly.
head coach. Kind of like the Panthers dude.
I feel like he would have to go undefeated probably, or like one loss to get the coaching job next year.
I agree. I do agree with that. Scrolling through the games here, the other one that stands out to me from the weekend was how the Patriots at the Raiders ended.
Yeah, embarrassing.
That was nuts.
But I love to see it because that team has haunted me and my team for the better part of 2 decades. I'm so glad they're in the dump now.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It was nice. For those who didn't see what happened, the game was actually tied, right?
Yeah.
So the time ran out, and typically it's called schoolyard football, right? You just start lateraling it around because, like, see if something breaks and you win. Usually you only do that when you're losing.
Yeah.
The game was tied. So they did a lateral, another lateral, and they threw it right to Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
He caught it. And then
Not Khalil Mack.
Not Khalil Mack.
What's his name?
Was it Khalil Mack?
No, he's former Patriot.
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for correcting me on that.
Yep.
Yeah, Chandler Jones, and he caught it and then stiff armed the hell out of Mac
Jones. Throw him on the ground. Yeah.
That's a
Amazing.
come on man right there.
That is like, don't fuck with me. You know?
It is.
I love it. It's a circus.
It is. If you haven't seen the highlight yet, look at
Watch
that. Look
it.
it up.
Yeah, you're missing out.
And it's really good for the Dolphins. The Jets and the Patriots lost, so they're 2 games behind the Dolphins now. 2 games or a game? Either way, we have still a lead in the wild card, which is good. It's huge.
Wow, and this is what, I would say you should bet the house on the Dolphins this week because they need a win.
Yeah, we're playing the Packers.
Right.
And
Guys,
you need a
well,
win.
so do the Packers. Well, and that's actually a game I had written down. So let's just get into that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do picks. We don't do the spread. We usually tell the spread though for context, but I'm not gonna tell you guys the spread until we're done picking the game.
Cool.
So we got Packers at Dolphins this week.
Going Dolphins all the way. I do know the spread, but I just looked it up because I was going to go with the Dolphins. No matter what the spread was, it could have been 15 points. I would have probably still.
But we're just
Okay,
talking
pick
about
Dolphins.
straight up
and
picks.
just pick straight up right now. We'll get into the spread.
We're
after.
going Dolphins all the way.
Yeah, I agree. Of course.
They need it.
I think I'm gonna go Packers.
Really?
I felt the Lambeau magic this weekend. Rodgers looked really good though, pretty good.
Yeah, but the Dolphins' defense is good enough, I think, to contain them.
So-
and we need both teams need a win, but we have the home field advantage.
Even if you lose, you're
Oh,
still
I'm
in the
going all in
7th
then.
seed right now. Like you're 7th seed right now. If you lose, you'd be tied with depending what New England and the Jets do.
Right.
But you can still have that spot.
Yeah,
the
but-
Packers have to
but
win. Like Panthers are
of the
mathematically-
last 3 games, 2 are at home. We need to win both home games. There's no excuse.
Okay.
I have to.
That's fair. But
Yeah, it's momentum too for you guys, and
Yeah.
you guys have lost the last 2,
Last 3.
3, and you need to win. I think that you guys come out hungry at home, and I do know what the spread is. So
Just keep
well, it's
save
fine.
it to the end.
We already all picked, so you can say it's -4. But again,
-4.
we don't want to confuse everybody. We're just picking straight up winners.
Yes,
We just
but-
say the spread for context.
yes, and I do want to say like you buy that point just in case, but yeah,
Just behind the
I
point.
know, man. Shut up.
just to tell
We're
everyone
picking
buy that
straight
point.
up. The next game is Thursday night game. We have the Jags at the Jets, and this is a very interesting one, don't you think?
I can
I
see
think
this
that-
as a W for the Jaguars because they're reeling right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Jets are really good with their defense. They have the
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner. He's a problem. He's a real problem, man.
is very good.
He could be a Rookie of the Year problem.
think he
Did
is
you know
rookie.
PFF has him rated as the highest corner right now?
Yeah.
Not just rookies. Highest corner.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So he's going to shut down whoever he's covering. Now the other side is going to get the throws. So whoever's not being covered by him, you want to go very hard on that side.
Yep.
Definitely bet on that side too.
I'm going with the Jaguars. It's in New York, and I think they're going to upset the Jets. I just don't think it's the Jets' season. There was a good story at the beginning. They kind of tapered off, and the Jaguars are reeling at the perfect time. They see the playoff. There's a playoff spot available for them. They see it, and I just think that they're on fire at the right time. I think they're going to get it.
Yeah, they are. A whole team's playing better. I mean, Zay Jones playing good, Kirk's playing good.
Yeah.
Even ETN had his best week, and at least he had a couple dud weeks last couple weeks.
He did. You
Evan,
had him on your fantasy team.
Yeah, but I had a bye this week, so it didn't really matter.
even Evan Ingram is doing good.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
I didn't even know he was still in the league.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Peterson
dude.
gets to most of his guys, and
Yeah.
Jets saying they're starting Zach Wilson. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't think it is.
Short week. I think Jags had the better offense and that matters to me because typically we've seen these Thursday night games very low scoring, so you need to have the better offense.
I have a question. Who has been starting? Hasn't it been Zach Wilson?
I think he may have played this week. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
he
I
did.
thought.
He did, but before that, it was Mike White for 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or 3-4 weeks. I
Yeah,
guess.
so they don't know what they're doing.
No, they're just. It's another clown show. They started off really good, and it was a good story, but kind of you see it, it's tapering off.
The Jags need that win. They want it.
I think they
bet
got
on it.
So we all picking the Jags there.
Yeah.
All right, next one, and this one would be a lot better game if Jalen Hurts was going to play, but we got Mr. Gardner Minshew filling in for the Eagles. Eagles
Oh.
at Cowboys this week.
He is filling in for the Eagles.
Yeah,
He's the backup.
yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
if Hurts doesn't play. I think it's more likely he doesn't play right now, but you're saying there's a chance. So I don't know.
I know that he is questionable and it is sucky. So tonight I'm going to be on the waiver wires. Yeah, scooping up
Who do you think's gonna win?
a quarterback.
Ooh, if it's Minshew and it's in Dallas,
It's in Dallas.
Dallas does need a win. They lost to who'd they lose to?
I don't know. I can't tell you that.
I have to think about it, but Dallas just lost. Oh, they lost. Did they lose to the Jaguars?
Yes.
Yes,
They
yeah,
lost to
it
the
was
Jaguars.
them. Yeah, you're right. It was.
So yeah, Dak Prescott threw a pick to end the game.
Yeah.
Classic.
So, I mean, they both. The thing is, Philly doesn't need this game as much. They have the 1 seed pretty much bagged up, I would say.
I think they're going to rest their players.
And Minshew, I think, will play. He'll be up for this game, one, because he hasn't started a game in a season and a half, whatever it is, but also, or 2 seasons. Also, it's a rivalry game. But I just think that Dallas needs this more. It's at home. I'm going to take Dallas.
No, the one thing that I think is if Hurts does play, then I think it is, you have to think about that.
Yeah.
I think either he's not going to play. The only reason why they do play him is because he wants to play because he wants to clinch the MVP.
That's a good point. Because that directly affects your salary, right?
But can
Like winning that, like.
but him
it's
being
good.
hurt and sitting out a game, does that affect his MVP chances?
100%. That
Just
Not
one game?
necessarily.
No,
Not
but at least
necessarily.
looked at. Yeah, I mean his MVP, the MVP chances if he's going to sit out for more than one game, then yes, because he sits out this game and then he's like, oh, let's sit him one more game because we won that game. We didn't even know we were going to, and we did sit him out. Like, oh, we can just rest him.
So MVP is pretty much stat relevance. So it's not necessarily if you sat out 3 games. If you still have the stats that are the best, just because you sat out 3 games doesn't necessarily eliminate you. But it
You're right.
definitely makes it harder.
Yeah, it could.
That
It
way.
lets someone else come in there and be like, okay, they played really good whenever he wasn't even playing, and like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe we go Patrick Mahomes because he's been doing amazing. And have you seen the trick shots he's been doing this year? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
But basically, with just him and Travis Kelce, he had those wide receivers. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. Most of them suck. There's 2 on there that are good, and they're really not even. One's hurt. It's Hardman, right? And the other one is also
Schuster.
no. I don't think he's that good. I really don't. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Now the other one's
running backs are
Moore.
doing
I think
good.
it's Moore.
Sky Moore. Yeah.
I think he's actually better than. He might be, one of the better
They
ones on the
got a
team.
lot of contributors, that's for sure. But when we talk about the Eagles and Cowboys, who are you guys picking in that game?
No, Cowboys. I think either way, whether Hurts play, because Hurts, if he plays, he's still not 100%. And if he doesn't play, I definitely pick the Cowboys. I'm going to pick the Cowboys. They need this win.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the Cowboys do win. Unfortunately, I do pick them.
Yeah, I hate the Cowboys, and I think I'm going to pick them as well. And then they are the favorite in this game. Vegas has them at 5 points, but if Jalen Hurts does play, I bet that could swing pretty well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Well, Daniel, why don't you want to do a little Daniel's a doofus segment?
I do, and it's really it's between two, and I think I just want to go with the one that it's a definite. I think it's
What's that?
the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to win. They're at home. They need to win. They
So what's the full game matchup and spread? What are we working
it's
with
at
here?
-4,
-4.
and they are playing. No, because I just forgot the Packers.
Yeah.
I think we have to go with that. You can buy a point. You don't need to. I would buy one. I think they're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be a blowout.
So why do you need to buy a point if you think they're going to blow them out?
Just be safe, because if it does come down to just a field goal, then you tie at least.
It's possible.
I guess, yeah.
You know,
You never know.
at least a tie. You know,
I mean,
I think it's gonna. It's just not gonna matter. And then the other choice that I did have that I was thinking about now that I have it all up. Yep,
Another
it's the
option,
Seahawks
perhaps?
against the Chiefs. Chiefs are -9.5, and the Seahawks are actually pretty good. I think they're going to keep it close, so 9.5 is a lot. And they buy a point.
I don't know.
You
These
buy a
things
point
with
on
the
that
Chiefs
one.
are like one week they kill it and 1 week they struggle. Remember they killed it, which is why they were awarded that 14.5 spread versus Texans, and they didn't cover.
Yeah, it
So
is
now
kinda
everyone's
fishy.
like, okay, Chiefs aren't going to cover, and
I
now they're
agree.
going to fuck them up.
I agree, but that's a
probably do
hard
Chiefs
team
plus
to fuck
9.
them up, though. I agree. Okay, that's fine. I do think it's a hard team to fuck them up. I do think that the Dolphins
I like the
bet
Dolphins
is
game
way
better.
better.
Yeah.
Of course you do, you thin head.
That
Yeah,
is
of
what
course.
it
So what
is.
do you think? What do you do the
Well, I mean, I did pick the Packers in our little straight up pick 'em, so obviously I don't love the Dolphins. But if you guys love it, it's okay.
I think I love it.
I love it.
I
love
can
it.
allow it.
I'm going with it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think it's going to be a great game from Tyreek Hill. I
Yeah.
think he's going to go off.
And those players need the warmth. They need it. They're like, jeez, we've been through some cold shit. We need some warm weather. They're gonna go off on the warm weather, and they're gonna blow it out.
The Green Bay White Walkers.
I'm telling you, I think Green Bay fucking feels good about the warm weather too, but I just don't think that. I saw that there. Basically, there was a chance that what's that guy, Christian Watson? What's his name on the? Yeah. He was gonna. You know, he was open for a game-winning throw, and Aaron Rodgers threw it right to his side. He didn't even know the play. He didn't even look back at the ball. It just went right to the ground. It was a game-winning play, actually. So the chemistry, it's there, but it's actually not there because he's throwing it to him. He's getting the touchdowns, but the chemistry is not yet there to where like he understands that he is the number one actually now, and because he is the number one.
Yep.
He
That's
is
fair.
he is the
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
He
know.
came out of nowhere.
I
No
think it's
one's
kind of
actually
more of like a-
said that, and I'm gonna be the first. He's the number one in Green Bay, and he will be next year too.
That's good. Well, guys, before we get out of here and end a little early, I know we're not feeling too great, all of us. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? Want to talk about?
No, I mean,
No, I think that
shit.
Yeah.
It's Christmas next week.
Yeah,
Jingle bells.
Or this week. What am I talking
it's
about?
this week. Yeah, it's Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday's Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Sunday is Christmas Day. So to all our viewers, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yes, Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy anything
yeah, that's
else?
going on right now too.
Yep.
Anything else? Happy.
No, I mean I'm happy. Shit,
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Guys, well.
I'm not as happy as Argentinian fans right now, but
Christmas came early for them.
oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah, Feliz Navidad.
At least not.
Yeah.
Well, Florian, you know, you've been a naughty boy, so don't expect anything good for Christmas this
I
year.
don't even know what you mean by that, man.
Oh, we'll show the tapes at the end, so stay tuned.
No, that's
Yeah.
not what kind of channel we are.
Post credits.
It's him doing a with a reindeer.
Oh, wow. Feeding it. Okay, very good. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll catch you next episode. Again, we are the Flights at the Round Table. Have a great night.
Peace.